Hi everybody, you are listening to 31 Days of Horror, a series of blogs and podcasts where every day for 31 days from October the 1st till October the 31st, you will be taken on a ride through 31 film experiences unlike the typical list of movies that you come to expect from the Halloween season. 31 Days of Horror is officially sponsored by Infernal Imagery. Visit infernalimagery.com throughout October 2018 and receive 20% off your purchases by using the offer code 31days. Today's tea of the day is the Happy Pentagram. Did you have to sing it? That's offer code 31days for 20% off at infernalimagery.com. And we're back. This is day 7. Happy birthday, Andy.
Oh, thanks, Stephen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
How's your day been?
It's good. My entire family is annoyed with me because I left the party because it's actually my 40th today to come here and do this. But I thought, I don't care.
You know what? I don't care.
I signed on that dotted line. I said I would be here, so I am here.
Rebels. I mean, if I'd have known
yeah.
it was your birthday month, I would have moved Halloween. Then, what can I say?
Yeah, well, I thought we were friends, but clearly not. What's this lead doing? There's a lead here.
Yeah, it's plugged into the mixer, but it's not plugged into anything there.
Crazy bastard.
I know. I put it there on purpose. I did this on purpose. I wanted a cable that led to nothing.
Okay.
Speaking of things that lead to nothing, that lead nowhere.
Please keep on doing the worst links ever.
No, actually, it really doesn't link because this next movie for the 7th of October. By the way, before I get into things, don't forget that the blog is available at medium.com with a / Stephen P. Radford because I want to make sure that people are reading the reviews as well.
Oh, after this, yeah. All the effort you put in.
I know. I watched a lot of goddamn movies, damn it.
Can you take a picture of this lead and put that on there as well?
That's good.
Right,
okay,
cool.
Darling, it's a 2015 film directed by Mickey Keating, starring Lauren Ashley Carter, Sean Young, Brian Morvant, and Larry Fessenden. Yeah. It's a story about a lonely girl's violent descent into madness.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the most basic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of, yeah.
It's a black and white film.
Black and white film, very low on dialogue.
Very low on dialogue. It's basically just focusing on the main character, on this girl, who takes a job as a curator of a house sitter.
Yeah, it's house sitter.
She's looking after the house. There's nobody in it.
Yeah,
but it's a beautiful New York townhouse, several-story townhouse, and everything in the house is symmetrical.
Yes.
And everything is shot beautifully symmetrically.
Yeah.
Until things are, once you get into her head, things aren't so symmetrical. That's kind of like what I got visually.
Yeah, I got a very, it wears its influences on its sleeve, so to speak.
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
very...
early Polanski and Kubrick about it.
Exactly.
And also sort of French cinema in it as well.
Yeah, a lot of the feeling of Truffaut,
exactly.
the lingering,
and the shots and the way her makeup's done is very French.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, she could almost be wearing one of those French stripy tops and walking down the street being photographed.
Yeah.
And
the croissant.
With a croissant
and some cheese.
But the way that the girl is pursued by a man is a very French film thing.
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
Well.
Yeah.
Very Truffaut.
Yeah, but she's really great.
She is good, and she's worked with the director before on short films before. So this is kind of her thing, and I think being creepy, she's very good at.
Yeah. But I don't, it's creepy, but there's kind of an innocence to her as well.
Yeah, you almost feel as though you can still hang out with her.
Yeah, you probably end up dead.
But you might not. But you kind of think, do you know what? She seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a risk.
Yeah.
It might not, as long as I don't hit on her, it's fine. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's the Hitchcock thing going on in there too, where
Yeah.
when she leaves the scene, you don't expect her to come back in there with a knife.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give too much away.
But that's a lovely. That's what the part you're talking about is lovely. It was all going. It was all perfectly fine.
It was lovely.
Apart from she's quirky and she,
awkward, yeah. Think...
she doesn't reply to questions the way you normally would. She doesn't really follow a social convention.
Yeah, and
but the next thing, she just walks back in with a knife. Thinking,
you just think she might be on the spectrum. That's all. You might just think, because she sits there with a coffee cup. You said about it being where it's worn on the sleeve. The director had rules for the shots that he was taking, and it was a lot of people say that this film was too stylistic. But the whole point of it is to be it's establishing the rule of her world.
Yeah.
And her world is very strict, stylistic. There are rules in her life and her world, and it was shot because of her, not because of the director wanting that shot.
Yeah, and what's wrong with the film being stylistic?
Well, yeah. I can actually say that there are films like was it Angelina Jolie's Salt?
Yeah.
That was all those stupid slow motion gun action things and slow motion anything where they have to slow the action down to show how
every
amazing.
John Woo film.
Yeah, I get a little bit like, oh, do you need to do that? That's when the director wants it.
Yeah.
It's not the story, it's the director who's taking you out of the movie and saying, look what I can do.
Yeah, like Mission Impossible 2 with all the ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with this, it's definitely, it's drawn in, and it's drawn in from the story. It's from the inside coming out. That's why it looks that way.
Well, this is definitely a film I'd revisit.
Yeah.
A lot.
It is like, again, I mentioned Repulsion the other day when we talked about Carnival of Souls. This is more like Repulsion. Because of the nature of it. But in fact, I did have Repulsion in the list. When Darling came along, Repulsion went out the list.
You took it out, right?
I took it out because this film, to me, it felt more relevant. It felt sharper.
Yeah.
And, worthy of a revisit more so than the Repulsion.
Wow.
And that's saying something,
High praise indeed.
Yeah. So you're on the revisit. This is a classic.
Yeah, I'd say this is a classic. This is one that we'll stick to every year.
Yes.
This is a very, very fine piece of work.
I like influencing his viewing.
Yeah, I'm easily led.
That's why he's here on his birthday.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Well, thank you very much for coming here for 10 minutes. And
ruining my birthday.
Ruining your birthday.
It's worth it. I don't even like my family anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, and you know what? Just did you actually get to the cake?
No.
So they're sitting there. You didn't do the Irish goodbye, did you? Saying, I'm just going to the toilet, and they're just waiting.
No, I just walked out. They're all in the window watching me. My daughter was crying. And I just drove off.
Yeah, that cable goes nowhere. Thank you very much for listening. This is probably one of the best ones I've ever done because I ruined your birthday. That's what yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for coming, and now for a word from our sponsor.
Thank you. Word from our sponsors. Can I sleep on your couch tonight?
31 Days of Horror is officially sponsored by Infernal Imagery. Visit infernalimagery.com throughout October 2018 and receive 20% off your purchases by using the offer code 31days. Today's tea of the day is the Happy Pentagram. Did you have to sing it? That's offer code 31days for 20% off at infernalimagery.com.